Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. I just recorded an intro opening, but I like this one even better because we did this to take a few pictures of what it would look like with some Sentinels coming after our X-Men, and this was way better. So guys, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below, hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below, give us a big thumbs up, and thank you so much Hasbro for making this possible. I want to give you a big shout out. Today is made possible because of Hasbro. Check this out. Hey friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. I have the most incredible news for you here today. Look what showed up on our doorstep. We have from our friends at Hasbro, dun, 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 Marvel Legends X-Men Wave. And so I can't wait to show you and unbox these. And I just want to say thank you so much to our friends at Hasbro. Thank you, Alyssa, Danielle, and Deanna. Really appreciate it. We love you so much. You're so awesome. And guys, let's take a quick glance to see what's in here. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And I have a pretty good idea, but check this out. So, real quick, and then we'll go real deep into it. Gambit. Oops, I'm out of focus for some reason a little bit. We have Beast. We have Wolverine, Weapon X. Check that out. We have Forge. Marvel's Blink. Jubilee. And Skullbuster. And they all come together to make Caliban. So guys, I'm so excited. Why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Super Channel G.
Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Look how incredible these X-Men Build-a-Figure Caliban Wave look from Marvel Legends. They are just incredible. A big shout out and thank you again to Hasbro. We just absolutely love your product. So let's take a look to see who's in this wave, right? So first we have Gambit, and he looks pretty outstanding. Let me turn the camera just a little bit. We also have Beast. Look at this. Doesn't that look amazing? We have Wolverine, Weapon X. And I know we just took a look at him a second ago, but man, they look amazing. It's a little closer look. Marvel's Forge. Super cool. Look at Marvel's Blink. Outstanding. Marvel's Jubilee. And we have Skullbuster. So I say we just dive right on in. What do you say? We'll bring these down here. And these over here. And we'll get started. Alright. Okay, and first off, we have Gambit. And man, does Gambit look amazing. Look at this. Looks so awesome. Zoom in just a little bit. Great paint job. And so let's take a look at the back. Look, the artwork I believe is the same on both sides and looks outstanding. And it's going to be the same artwork that's on the back. So unfortunately there's no additional artwork, but still looks absolutely great. Let's take a look at this. Look at that. And look at the figures that are in here. Look at this awesome artwork. Obviously, same artwork over and over, which on some of the older Marvel Legends, we are used to seeing different art. You know, like for example here, see different head pose and different art on the side. But nonetheless, this art right here is absolutely amazing. Look how awesome this picture is. Okay, and then of course, Gambit does not come with a Build-a-Figure piece. You'll notice he's the first part of the wave, and then of course it corresponds the number right here with which piece you get from Caliban. So let's see what it says right back on over here. It says Remy LeBeau is an X-thief from New Orleans with the mutant ability to convert energy and cause objects to explode. So that's unbelievably outstanding, isn't it? So let's get him open. Let's see what we got going on here. And let's bring our camera just a little bit closer to our table. So let's get him on out. And first of all, man, does the paint job look amazing. Absolutely wonderful. Look at that. Here's his staff. Here's some cards flying out from his hand. And let's take him out, see what it looks like. Uh-oh. Let's bend his arms so that we don't have him come out super crooked, because his hair is kind of stuck in. There we go. Okay, so on first glance, this looks like the overcoat for Multiple Man. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure this is exactly what it looked like. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. His head sculpt looks outstanding. I like the way his hair is kind of blowing and coming over this way. Got a pretty good paint job here. Interesting, look at those eyes. They're definitely matching the color of the energy coming out, right? So this is a wonderful looking paint going on here. Look at this blue metallic. Look at his boots. Looks absolutely amazing. So let's see how the arms move. Let's see, we got like a clicking turnaround, and it feels pretty good. Turns right here above the bicep, and then the arm comes in slightly more than 90 degrees, so that's really cool. We do have good mobility up and down, so not back and forth, so that's interesting right here on the hand. And then same thing with this arm. Clicks, moves above the bicep, and then comes in slightly more than 90-degree angle, and that's really cool. Look at that hand pose. So it looks like it's missing a little bit of paint right there. That's all right. And so, yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. So let's see. The head has pretty good mobility. Look at that. Really digging it. All right, let's see. We do have ab crunch, and a really strong one at that. We do turn at the waist. We do have some pretty awesome mobility and strong feeling joint right here at the knee. Look at that. Turns right above the thigh, and then it still turns right here above the shin. We got some outstanding mobility here. And the only thing is, once I turn this, it got a little bit looser than I would have liked, but it still feels good. And then it pivots right here at the ankle for absolutely great articulation. So this Gambit looks absolutely amazing. Look at this bow staff here. We'll put this right in here, and we can get just a really outstanding pose in just a moment. So that looks great. Let's see what he's got here. Ooh, there's tape here, and I definitely don't want to destroy this accessory. See if I can lift it. There we are. There we go. So interesting. Yep. And so this looks cool. You see the energy coming off of this card. And then let's see this. Here's these cards that he's throwing out from his hand. All he's throwing it that way. The reason why I say that way is because this card is the furthest away, so that one come out. That would come out first, like that. Or if it come in this way, obviously he threw this one first. So anyway, it's so bright in here that I can dim the lights in just a minute, but that's why you can't see it without me putting my hand behind it. So it looks really neat. Look at that. Oh, and then got so much detail. He's even got fingernail in there. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Look at that. All right. So then here's this energy card right here. So I guess we can actually fit this one in here. Look at that. That's kind of cool. And we can actually swap this hand. It's the same hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these back because I know I'm gonna lose them. And we'll keep our Gambit figure. It goes like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one up as well, because if you know me, I'll misplace these. So just keeping it real. Put this up right here. I definitely do not want to lose those accessories. Okay, so let's get to posing our action figure. Move that aside and see what we got going on. Okay, and here we go. And I'm super pleased about this pose right here. And the cool thing is, let me get our camera out of here. You can absolutely use the trench coat to help him get in this pose. He's leaning back on a defensive type pose. He's encouraging someone to, come on, I'm gonna go ahead and fight you right now. And look how cool it looks. It looks absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I'm super pleased with this action figure. He looks absolutely amazing. Got great posability, and despite the trench coat, so that looks outstanding. So we'll go ahead and move him just a little bit to the side back right here, and we'll put him right here. I think he looks absolutely outstanding. So let's move on to see who we got next. What do you say? Let's zoom out. All right. So next we have Beast, and Beast absolutely looks like a beast of an action figure. Look at that. And he comes with the head of Caliban. So this is probably going to be the hardest one to find. It was the hardest one for us to find. And so same artwork, mirror image on both sides as in the back, as is the same one here. So let's read what it says right here. It says, Marvel's Beast. One of the original X-Men, Hank McCoy, is a genius whose mutant ability gives him a fury blue beast-like appearance. I said it should be furry. I said fury, but it's furry. Alright, so that looks absolutely outstanding. Gives him a furry blue beast-like appearance. Let's get this bad boy out. Fury would have one R. And cool, look how it has that X-Men symbol right in there. So, yeah, this looks amazing. Let's set our Build-A-Figure piece aside and look at that awesome detail. And look at that awesome paint job. It's not just a solid color, but it's got some shading on there. Alright, so let's move on. And I'm so glad we have accessories for Beast. That's not something we're used to get. Oh, look, and his finger is poking out through this hole. So we need to be mindful of that when we take him out. So we don't want to just rip him out and then his finger be stuck in there. So let's turn him as we pull him out and push his hand out and pull that finger out last. Okay. So in these hands, let's see. This is a fist, so I probably am not going to want to put that on him. In this hand, I might want to put this on him. The thing is, he's already got a great hand here. So, you know what? Let's see what it looks like. Here's what this hand looks like. Looks great. Look at the nails. And it's got some shading right here. I love the way it's got the black for the hair. So we can absolutely have him like standing or something. So I'm gonna put this aside and let's take a look at our figure. And he looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. Look at this great job they did with his face. Now, I think I would have liked a little more white on the teeth. Maybe we can kind of adjust that ourselves by making it, giving it a little bit of custom paint, which isn't really going to be custom paint. It's going to be more like correction. But it looks great. So look at the hair. It's got some shading in the hair right there. So it's not just a solid black. Same thing right here on the cheeks, on his mutton chops, and look at his elf-like ears. Let's see how far back his head goes. So it goes about that far back. It goes about that far down. Turns. So he got some pretty good head mobility considering how restricted he is here. So his head goes pretty far back. Oop, and there we go again. You want to know how far back it goes? It goes that far back. Oh, and he's got this extra joint right here. I did not see that coming. Look at that. Extra butterfly joint, which that is outstanding. So you can absolutely have him maximum posing with the arms. So that looks great. Let's see, he moves pretty solidly around and kind of clicks there. Moves above the bicep. Got double joints right here at the elbows, which is great because he's such a big figure. So it comes into about a 45, almost 45 degree angle. So that's outstanding considering how big he is. And then his arm, his hands turn right here at the wrist, back and forth. Same thing here, back and forth. So This is an absolutely outstanding figure. Let's see, he does crunch right here at the abs and above where the rib cage is, so he turns there. And does he turn anywhere else? No, that's where he turns, right here. So his X-Men belt, why is it off center? Interesting. See if I can push that. Oh well. I don't know if it's completely, yeah, mine's glued there, so that one's not gonna move from there. But I'm sure if we loosened it, we could get it. It's glued like right here because the rest is loose. So I'll have to move that on my own later. I'll have to lift this carefully so I don't tear it. So anyway, still looks awesome. You know, I hadn't even noticed that. And then of course we got some great mobility here. We got some double joints of the knees, and look how great that is. Moves above on the high part of the thigh. Oh, it's tight here, so you're gonna have to support it so you don't crack it right off there. Look at that joint. So it's got some super strong joints. I really appreciate that. And then some great articulation here at the ankle, back forth, and then an extra toe joint right there. So that's amazing. And I'm sure we can have him like doing all sorts of crazy posing here. So that would be like perfect for him jumping over something. Look at that. So that would be awesome. The thing is, we have him just jumping on the ground. Otherwise, this would be a absolutely outstanding pose, him jumping over like a tall shelf in a building or something, trying to chase someone. Look at that. Or just straight up breakdancing. But otherwise, that looks absolutely outstanding. Absolutely. And then let's get what it looks like on the back of this figure. Look how amazing this looks. I love little touches of that really dark gray it's got going on here. So this is an amazing, absolutely amazing action figure. Definitely I want to pick this guy up. Once again, he's probably the hardest to find too. So we were going everywhere looking. Found him at, I think we were able to see him at Think Geek. I don't remember if we were able to see him at Walmart, but absolutely hard to find. So anyway, I'm sure there'll be more and more of him as this wave has been out a little bit longer. And so right now it's brand new. So that looks outstanding, and I'm gonna have him coming out like that. He's jumping over, not just getting out of bed. So if he was coming over this wall right here, he'd be jumping over it like that. So I think he looks absolutely great. Look at that. Maybe I guess I'll have to pose him standing up because it looks odd for him to be just on the ground. And I don't want him to, I'm gonna have to change his hand too, because it looks a little awkward if he's standing to have his hand open like this, unless he's kind of like can't see me. So all right, let me change this hand. And so let's see, let's pull this off. Let's put this right back in here. So that flat hand is great to support him if he's doing jumping and so on. But as far as a threatening type pose, I guess we're not going to have a weak fist like that if we're going to have him threatening a bad guy. So we will put this fist on after all. So there we are. We'll bring his arm in, and if you'll notice the bicep needs to come in slightly. But if you want to pose something good, kind of try it yourself and look in the mirror and see how far your bicep comes in, because it doesn't stay like that and it doesn't come this far in. So it'll come about like that. And so let's have him as threatening as possible, with his shoulders back, getting ready to just unleash. There we are. So, hopefully it doesn't fall over. But I want him to kind of wind up, getting ready to just punch someone. Boom! Getting ready to hit that sentinel, right? That would be awesome. Let's bring this down just a little bit. And let's bring his face over here. And let's bring this even higher. There we go. And it looks kind of like Blanca from Street Fighter, but blue. Let's put him right over here. And I think that'll be great. Okay. Well, we might have to turn his head back just a little bit. There we are. So that'll work. Same thing with that Gambit right there. Okay, great. Looks absolutely amazing. You know what? Maybe it might be cool to put a Sentinel in an action scene with them once we're at the end of this review. What do you think? Cool. So let's move on. Okay, and next we have Weapon X, which is Wolverine when they were first developing him, and it looks really interesting. So I'm gonna bring our camera up again, and look at that. Looks like we have two heads. We have the one where he's wearing the helmet, the control helmet, and then we have here where he's like yelling out, and you know, it looks pretty interesting. Go ahead and take him out here and see what he looks like. Let's see what the back says. It says, "The Weapon X program experiments on humans and mutants alike, including Wolverine, who undergoes a brutal process that bonds adamantium to his skeleton." Yeah, so the reason why it was so crazy was because he has such a quick healing process that he can heal basically instantly. And because of that, they melted adamantium, which is basically one of, if not the strongest metals known to man, and then let it solidify on his skeleton, and that's why his skeleton's so strong. But that's what makes him so ridiculously indestructible. But of course, it was torture. So let's get him out of here, and let's take a look at our Caliban piece. There's a two-toe foot. And this is the right leg. There we go. Let's see what this other head sculpt looks like. You know, which one are we gonna want more? This head or this head? Anyway, let's take a look to see what this one looks like. So here he's got this control helmet on. It does not come off. It's fused to his head, as far as I can tell. And he's got this belt on there. I wonder if this belt can come off. I'm sure it can come off. I just don't know if it has something to release it. Because if it doesn't, then obviously it's not intended to come off. But I'm sure there's something on here. Just throwing that out there. Because we should be able to take this head off. Oh, okay. We just take this off here. Okay, so nonetheless, this head looks really cool. Look at that. Definitely looks comics inspired. His head moves pretty decently. His hair kind of restricts it from moving too far back. Let's see. Does this pop out? No, this does not pop out. Does it pop out of here? It does not. I'm sure I could pull it out, but I may not want to. So this part doesn't come off either. So all these are loose, but they're not intended to come off. So it probably can if we put some effort, but we're not looking to do so. All right, so let me turn this around, and his shoulders have this, they do have this extra butterfly joint, so that looks really neat. Let's see, goes pretty far back. Looks like we'd be able to turn these all the way around. Of course, we're gonna start getting tangled right here in these. It's really cool how they have the claws, the wrists go back and forth. So this figure has great articulation, including double joint here. And look at the little paint job for the arm hairs and the chest hairs. So it looks really great. The thing is, you need to know that these aren't really meant to come off. So we've got some pretty good articulation here. You get to move above the thigh, get to move double joints on the knees. Great for the feet, great foot sculpt. Looks like Hugh Jackman's feet. Ah, just kidding. Who knows? And then, yeah, so, not sure, I don't remember if he's supposed to be able to see through this or not. But, I'm sure he can just see what they want him to see. And yep, so if we take this out, pull this helmet off, we can have him kind of raging out here. And he's got kind of like a early Mel Gibson hair. So that looks cool. And look, he's like, it's got some Kool-Aid in there. Okay, obviously it doesn't. But yeah. Do you want it with or without the helmet? I'll say without for now. And we will have him just totally raging out. Look at that. I think that looks pretty amazing. And yep, look at that. Looks absolutely awesome. What are your thoughts? It's got all these control devices, and so that looks absolutely really neat. So yeah, buddy. Let's turn this just a little bit. Let's turn his wrist. Does it go side? No, it goes in and out like that. So there we are. I think it looks awesome. Look at that. So it looks really cool. Absolutely. All right, so let's move on. Man, what a cool Weapon X. Of course, Wolverine Weapon X, the Logan version, because, you know, obviously his clone daughter was still part of the Weapon X program. All right, awesome. So next we have Marvel's Forge. And wow, look at this, like, this, like, ye old time settler little fringe here. So fringe and forge, but looks really cool. Definitely reminds me of the comic. And look at this awesome art right here. So this is a great looking artwork right here. Again, he comes with 3 with the left arm. The left arm of the Caliban. So let's see our write-up right here. It says Marvel's Forge, living up to his name. Forge is an expert inventor who supplies the X-Men and other groups with advanced technology. Wow, looks cool. He's got this red headband going on there, trying to look like Rambo. Let's see, he's got 2 guns here. And let's get this bad boy out. I don't know if I'm feeling that. You know, Davy Crockett over here. So let's get Davy Crockett on out. Futuristic Davy Crockett. Uh-oh. I pushed this gun a little hard, and because it's soft and moldable, it almost kept that shape. Okay, here's Caliban's arm. Looks cool. I love how the hand has this shaded texture on it. So let's set that aside. Let's bust him on out. So, first off, cool. You know what? Where's the package? I think I would have liked this slightly different mustache better. But it's almost the same, but it's not, if you'll notice. But nonetheless, looks cool. It's ever so slightly different. The other one is more angular, or this one is more rounded. So there's this ponytail. Looks cool. Let's see what sort of head articulation we have. Yeah, pretty good, because this does bend. Turns to the head to the side. Round. So this looks like it does come off. And that's cool how it has a hole right here, so that it can match up with the hole that he has in his back for peg. Which just gave me an idea that I'll try some other time. But yeah, he's got great articulation in his arms. Ooh, this is nice tight joint. Moves on the high part of the bicep. Has double joints, but because of his cuff right here, doesn't come super far in. The hand moves in and out like that. And so he's got some pretty good articulation. Definitely has a great ab crunch. Turns at the waist. This is a red belt instead of a yellow one. And then he's got kind of like this cyborg looking leg. That's double jointed. Oh no, I don't want this to be separate. I'm gonna have to glue this because I don't want that to be loose all the time. So I guess I can push that up. And so to be honest, I'm not even a big old fan of these Davy Crockett things. So I'm just gonna pull this off. So, and I think I'm just better off right there with just brown. I think I'm happier that way anyway. So, let's see, this holster looks cool. Let's see if we can fit this in there. Wow, looks like we can. Ooh, careful when you're pushing it. So that fits in there. And then the guns can actually be in both hands. So that's really cool. We do have a finger to put his trigger finger in there. Look at that, that looks awesome. And looks like we can absolutely hold this gun with 2 hands. So that looks awesome. That looks really cool actually. Let's see, so we move on the high part of the shin, and then we got some good articulation with our feet. So let's see, let's get him a really strong stance. So strong stance would mean more standing up and straight with the legs spread. Let's see. There we are. That'll work. It's not like super amazing, incredible. I'll tell you what. Let's have him hold the guns separately because I wasn't really excited about that pose actually. Let's put this in here. Let's bring this up. Let's bring this over. And, you know, maybe that'll be a lot more satisfying. Okay. There we are. Okay. So, because his trigger finger doesn't go through that trigger right there, makes it look slightly more awkward because it's popping out of his hand. But still, I'm still digging the way it looks. So let's see what it looks like over here on this hand. Because here, this can go through the trigger. Look at that. So that'll work. And let's see if we do this here. Okay, I think I like that better. All right. So his legs are a little bit looser than I would have liked, but nonetheless, there we go. We'll definitely live with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put him right over here. And yeah, buddy. So let's move on. Okay, and next we have Marvel's Blink, which interestingly enough, many years ago I had a really cool, had some X-Men figures, and Blink was one of them. Of course, she was a smaller figure. I think she was only like this tall. So this is a way more outstanding action figure and looks absolutely great, and comes with Caliban's leg. So look at this beautiful artwork here. Look at that. Looks absolutely outstanding. So, all right, and here it says Marvel's Blink. Clarice Ferguson uses her mutant ability of teleportation to disappear and reappear in the blink of an eye. So, very similar to what happens with Nightcrawler, but not exactly the same. So, absolutely both can teleport. Let's get her on out of here. And then, of course, wow, look at this. Looks absolutely amazing. Okay, so here's Caliban's leg. Very much so, it looks like a mirror image of the other one. Set that aside. And so here's Blink. Get her out of here. Man, look at this awesome like teleportation ring or whatever this is. It's a portal, right? And then here's her teleportation javelins, which is interesting because she can like throw them and teleport things or parts of things, which would be really destructive if she just teleported part of your hand only. So just throwing that out there. So we'll set this aside, and the color looks absolutely marvelous. So it might be a little bright in here, so a little bit, I'll dim the light so you can see, but this color is, there you go, really phenomenal. So is hers. Okay, so let's take a close look at this head sculpt. Looks outstanding. Look at that. This hair is very hard and this one's soft. So you can't really move it down past that, but you can move it forward, you can move it around, and it's got a really good head sculpt, I would say. So that looks outstanding. And then this belt attached to the rest of her dress is loose, and it's folded on purpose here, so just keep that in mind. See, she moves right here, right above the rib cage. Arms move all the way around, nice and strong. And wow, look, her arms actually come in more than a 90-degree angle, which is something that we don't always see with the female characters like that. So that looks outstanding. Great paint colors. Maybe I would have liked to have seen this green just a little bit lighter. I will say that, but looks good. Got good knee joints, moves high part of the thigh, moves good at the hips, and then has got good articulation here. Has this elf-looking Robin Hood boot almost, right? And so I guess they're both of them are folded. So not sure how I feel about that yet, you know. But looks cool. Let's see if it looks any different. So in any event, looks cool. I do like the fact that the hands are like this, so we can have these in our hands. It'd be very threatening with these teleportation javelins. Look at that. That looks absolutely amazing. Oof, I can't get this to stay down right here. But yeah. So we can have her like, we can do this all sorts of different ways. We can have this coming forward. We can have her coming out of it. We can have lots of great things happening with this teleportation thing. Let me see if we can use our stand to do anything cool. If not, you know, whatever, tried. Okay, so I think this is kind of cool, but it's hard to keep her in this pose because the teleportation deal keeps like moving on me. But tell me that doesn't look pretty amazing, her jumping out of it. I think so. I think it looks pretty outstanding actually. So if I don't move it too much, it'll stay. But wow, look at that. Okay, so hopefully you like it too. If not, oh well. All right, let's move on. Let's see who we got next. So next we have Jubilee. And Jubilee looks pretty outstanding. It's beautiful color job. It just pops on out of there. So unbelievable. Comes with Caliban's torso, midsection, chest, abdomen, all that. And then we have we can do a head swap here. So I'm a little surprised. I don't see any like powers and sparkles that should be accompanying Jubilee. Anyway, let's see what the back says. I almost skipped that. Oops. The mutant Jubilee generates pyrotechnic energy blast that she calls fireworks, capable of blinding enemies or causing serious damage. Which exactly, where is our accessory to do so? Anyway, let's move on. And let's take a look. Wow, look how great this looks. So it's Caliban chest over here. Super excited about that. Look at these. Wow, there's several sets of glasses. Look at that. I don't know if that's an accident or supposed to be. I'm assuming it's supposed to be, but you know, who knows. Alright, so let's get this other head sculpt out. Ooh, I don't want to break that piece of gum that she's blowing. Ah, there we go. It was really tight in there. And let me just say this again. The colors on this Jubilee are absolutely outstanding. So I take it this doesn't come off. There's a possibility that it could, but it probably doesn't. And let's see this. So this probably goes right here, which absolutely looks great. I don't think it needs to be permanently put in there if it comes off like that. And then this, I'm not real sure what the deal is, so maybe we just did get 2 on accident. Who knows? But you know, whatever. Looks good. So we'll put this back in there, this set, and Jubilee looks better out, I'm sure you'll agree, with those cool pink shades. So just put those right on there. Do you want her with or without the gum blowing? I say with the gum blowing. Jubilee blowing bubbles. Alright, so if I can get this in there, hopefully I can put this head in there. Oh my gosh, disaster. There we go. Cool, and look how great, I can't get over just how much these colors just pop out at you. There we go. Ooh. There we go, finally got the head on. And I'm not even sure it's all the way on, but anyway, the head moves really far back and forward. Let me twist a little bit more because it may not be all the way on. Alright. So, it's extra stiff on there. So we'll just keep that right there. Make sure you support the head when you turn it. And, ooh, now I see why. But, still, if you're not handling the head too much, it still looks great. So, got great articulation in the arms. Got that 90-degree angle we were talking about on the most female characters. The wrists move really well. Look at that. I like these hands. Let's see that emblem up close. Looks cool. It looks almost like a Pokemon Go symbol. I like the sculpt. I like that it closes right through here. She moves and articulates at the waist and at the rib cage, so that's cool. She's got these, you know, 1980s blue jean shorts. I'm sorry, maybe early 90s. And then it moves really good here at the double knee joint, moves right here underneath where it has the shorts, and then moves right here in the low part of the shin. So it's got some really great articulation. I don't know if Jubilee needs to be doing all sorts of like tucks and rolls, obviously. That would be kind of cool if the wind's blowing like that. Look at that. So all you got to do is kind of just fold this out like that. So let's have her using her abilities. And I don't know what I did wrong, but why the head's so tight to turn this one. But nonetheless, let's switch the arms that are doing so. Let's have it like that. And let's blow that back. And so I think that'll look really amazing, actually. Look at that. What do you think? This is a great looking character, great looking figure, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. Let's put it right by Blink. And look at that. Wow! That looks wonderful. Wonderful is a word maybe I don't use as often. Looks amazing, looks super outstanding, wonderful. Boom! Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alright, let's move on. Okay, and so last but not least, as far as our characters before we do our Build-A-Figure, is Skullbuster. Look how interesting he looks. A little bit of throwback to Crossbones, although obviously still very different, but just saying that because it looks like a skull right here, right? So it looks absolutely outstanding. And let's see what it says right back here. An enemy of the X-Men, the cyborg Skullbuster is a member of the villainous gang called the Reavers. And yeah, buddy, looks awesome. Look at that beautiful artwork. Every one of the drawings on the back of these Marvel Legends looks phenomenal. There's another word I don't use often either. Phenomenal. So, here's the arm. Look at that. This cuff right here, it's soft. So look at this weapon here. This short little snub-nosed gun. With a scope that's bigger than the gun. And then of course this magazine popping out. Take a look at this. I don't know if I'm going to want to use this helmet, but I'm sorry, this head. But it still looks cool, right? This helmet part is kind of loose, so not sure if it's supposed to be so that it comes off or not. But it looks like I can peel it off. So I don't know if I want to. So just throwing that out there too. And then it looks pretty cool. Look at that. So I'm gonna pop that back in there. And we're just gonna deal with our figure as he looks on the package. So look, at his ears. And his head moves about that much back and forth. Let's get a way closer look. Almost looks like a milk mustache, like he was drinking milk, like does the body good. So looks interesting. I like these spikes right here. Look at these bullets that he's got going on right here. An extra magazine right here. Got that cyborg looking bishop type arm. I guess this is supposed to be a robotic hand too. And then he's got a holster so he can hold this crazy gun. Look at that. So that's cool. So he moves at the waist. He does ab crunch well. His arm is going to be restricted by this, but it does move well. Look at that. There's a high part of the bicep. Double joint. So it comes in about 90-degree angle. It goes like this, I guess, so we can angle the gun. He does have the finger loose so that he can put it in the for the trigger. And this hand is just open like that, which is a good looking hand. It's like, there's tension in that hand. Moves in the high part of the thigh. The hip movement is good. Got double joints right here. Got knee pads because he wants to do some gardening. And moves in the high part of the shin, and then angles right here on his boots. And his boots look good. Look at that. I'm really digging that. So let's see what kind of poses we can get out of him. Let's go ahead and set him up with his gun. His gun looks like it's as long this way as it is that way. But let's squeeze this bad boy on in there. Let's put his finger through the trigger if we can. Or at least where it should be. If it doesn't go through the trigger. There we go. There we are. I just can't get his arm any further in because of the way it hits right there. I was hoping to, but there we are. Let's get him going pretty well here. All right. That looks pretty good. So, looks outstanding. Look at that. There we are. There we are. We'll put him like that. I don't want him necessarily to be stepping on Jubilee's foot. So, let's see. Let's turn his foot the right way. There we go. Okay, that'll work. All right, and man, do all of these look amazing. Let's get closer and take a look at all these amazing Marvel Legends. Look at that. Unbelievable. All right, let's get down to the part that you and I have both been waiting for, to do our Build-A-Figure. All right, let's just get this straightened out here. And all right, so let's get our Build-A-Figure pieces in order. Let's get this going right here. Amazing. And there we go. So this looks absolutely outstanding. You know what? I'll dim what we got going on. Let me see. There we go. Hopefully that helps. So, all right. So let's take a look. Let's go ahead and put our head on. And wow, definitely looks very vampire-ish. Vampire-esque. Let's pop this bad boy on in here. And look, he's definitely veining out. So it's been juicing. Which, that looks outstanding already. Look at that. Let's get his leg just popped on in there. And this leg popped on that. I don't know if it's a slightly different material, but it's a slightly different paint as far as you can know right here. Perhaps even, like I said, material. So, you know, it may have been cool if his legs were a little bit longer since his top part of his body's so big, but anyway, still looks cool. Man, what a great pose right off the bat. We just need him to have a big, strong, scary pose, and that's it right there. So, let's take a close look at the actual action figure. And so we got great mobility that kind of like clicks as it moves in the high part of the bicep, but his triceps are so huge that they'll hit the body if you don't be careful right there. He's absolutely veining out right here and moves back and forth right here. These are soft fingers, so if you'll, you know, they have a really strong pose, but they're a different material than this. And a mirror image here, he does crunch really well here, and wow, it goes all the way back. So look at this. So that looks absolutely outstanding. He moves at the waist, moves at the high part of the thigh. He's got absolutely awesome double jointed knees that bring his legs all the way in, so he can be jumping at you. Look at that. So that looks outstanding. Got great ankle joints, moves back forward, moves in right here at the in the high part of the shin. So it looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. So I'm gonna bring us back brighter so that we can just see how outstanding this looks. Okay. So this action figure is absolutely amazing. Look at that. So we'll make some room for him. And let's see, I guess we can just move Gambit this way. We can move Beast that way. We can move our Wolverine that way. We can move our Skullbuster that way. Or our Jubilee. Back that way again. We move our Blink. Oh, that's what happened. Makes sense. Our Forge. We try not to knock everything over. And then a Caliban. Yep, looks absolutely outstanding. Jubilee just a little bit more. Link just a little bit more. Forge just a little bit more. And so that looks wonderful. I'm sure you guys will agree. So guys, I want to thank you for watching our video today. Again, a big shout out to Hasbro for making this all possible. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, please give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Talk to us in the comments below, you know, and click that share button so you can share this wonderful video with everyone. So look forward to seeing you on our very next video we have coming out. More Marvel Legends to come, more X-Men to come, and yep, we'll be talking with you real soon, guys. Thanks again for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G.